Best Airmail Rare Stamps to Collect Part 2. Father Serra's stamp. It is part of this airmail series. Issued in 1985. Depicted in the center. Serra's face. 18th century Spanish missionary. He traveled and worked among the Indians. Along the California coast. He was commissioned directly by the Spanish emperor to found a series of missions in American territory. These missions, they had the objective of founding permanent settlements and prevent the Russians to invade the region and allow the spread of Christianity among the native Indians. Top left. You will be able to see his name and surname. Bottom right. The nominal value of the piece. 44 cents of the US dollar. Postage stamp issued on August 22, 1985. It had a circulation of 45,700,000 copies. With an 11 serration. It was printed using the photo engraving method. Whereof the carving and relief plates, they allowed the ink to be compressed on the paper. Today this original piece, it can be worth up to $110. The 1991 Harriet Quimby stamp depicts the bust of the first American woman who received his pilot's license and the first to fly solo over the English Channel. Lived at the end of the 19th century. He became interested in aviation around 1910, where she took flying lessons, to then officially become an aviator. On background, you will be able to see his monoplane, with which she succeeded in the feat of flying the English Channel, from England to France. To the right, her name and surname, with below, the writing of the series, U.S. Airmail, with the nominal value of the piece, 50 cents of the American dollar. Postage stamp issued on April 27, 1991. It had a circulation of 250 million copies. It has an 11 serration. And today it is worth $105. The 1960 Liberty Bell stamp. Pictured on the left. A bell. The Liberty Bell. Which is the most important bell in the United States of America. It is recognized as a symbol of freedom and the American Revolution. Played for the first time officially on the occasion of the first public reading of the Declaration of Independence in 1776. In the city of Philadelphia. Bell weighing 950 kilograms. Shows the writing below. Let freedom ring. In commemoration of the announcement of the country's freedom and independence. To the right, you will be able to see the writing, U.S. Airmail, which indicates that this stamp is part of the Airmail series. Under, the nominal value of the piece, 10 cents of the American dollar. Postage stamp issued on June 10, 1960. It had a circulation of 39,960,000 copies. With an 11 serration. Today it is worth up to $115. The stamps of the 1983 Olympics. It was issued on the occasion of the 23rd edition of the Olympic Games, held the following year. In 1984. In the city of Los Angeles in the United States of America. The Games hosted 140 participating countries, with 6,829 athletes, who competed in 221 competitions, of 23 different sports. In these pieces you will be able to see athletes participating in 4 different disciplines. Down. The writing indicating that the series is part of the Airmail. Next to. The nominal value of the piece. 28 cents of the US dollar. Olympic edition which saw the United States win with 174 medals, of which 83 were gold. This series of stamps was released on June 17, 1983. With a circulation of 165 million copies. It has an 11 serration. Printed with the photo engraving method. Whereof the carving and relief plates, they allow the ink to be compressed on the paper. Today these 4 original and intact pieces, together they are worth $115. The 1988 New Sweden stamp was issued to honor the 350th anniversary of the settlement of New Sweden by Swedish and Finnish settlers along the coast of North America. In fact, March 29, 1638, the colony was founded, which included part of the Delaware Territory, New Jersey and Pennsylvania. You will be able to see on the center, The settlers who encounter the indigenous peoples of the American territory. The writing at the top. New Sweden. Followed by the foundation year 1638. To the left. The names of the current territories. Colonized by the Swedes and Finns. Under. The writing indicating the USA airmail series. To the right. The map. Showing settlers' ships in the Atlantic Ocean. Sailing towards American territory. Bottom right. The nominal value of the piece. 44 cents of the US dollar. Stamp issued jointly by the three nations. Sweden, Finland and the United States of America. It quickly became obsolete. After just 5 days. Issued March 29, 1988. It had a circulation of 22,975,000 copies. It has an 11 serration. Today it is worth $120. The 1927 20-cent border stamp series depicts the borders of the United States of America. On the side, 2 planes symbolizing the new method of delivery of letters and parcels, better known as catapult delivery. This method. It was called this because it was actually loaded with letters on a plane, placed on a large cart, and thrown up the ramp. That, thanks to compressed air and gunpowder, lead favored the takeoff of this aircraft. Until the first decades of the 1900s, long-distance deliveries were made by ship, and delivery times could even last entire days. With this new method, distances of 450 miles could be covered in just a few hours. Down. You will be able to see the nominal value of the piece. 20 cents of the American dollar. Up. The written. United States postage. Followed by the writing. Airmail. Which indicates that the name of the series. Postage stamp issued on January 25, 1927. It was issued in 17,616,000 copies. These 6 pieces are worth $125. The 1931 U.S. airmail stamp. Depicted in the center. A ball resembling a globe. With the writing above. US airmail. Next to. Wings. Which symbolized the expedition. Above. The written. United States postage. Down. The nominal value of the piece. 5 cents of the American dollar. This series issued in 1931. It is made up of 4 pieces. With an 11 serration. Today it is worth $125.